Okay, we're going. So, hey, I'm super excited to just get to be in a small Zoom with you guys. Hey, Cruz. Hey, baby. um, it's the end of the month, so things are crazy, and there's like tons of stuff going on just within this team. I'm like, what in the crap is happening? So, I'm sure you guys saw that Julie Glass hit champ. So that's awesome. Super excited. I don't know if she's on here. I know Jess was out there with them today with her and her team. So a lot of excitement going on. I know Mallory Masters just hit rank 4. I see Mallory on here. I'm so excited for her. But we've got just a ton of people on this team who are hitting ranks, hitting GoPro and Go MVP. So I wanted to talk to you guys really quick tonight about how to close out the month strong and what your focus should be. So everyone, of course, we always want to be in phase 1 activity. Did anyone get to listen in on the call today that Michael Rutherford did? If you did not get to hear that call, I do have the link of the recorded version. So just shoot me a message and I will get it to you. But it was just a wonderful call. I'm actually going to go back and listen to it again. You guys know how awesome Michael Rutherford is, and if he doesn't make you want to run down the road screaming and like slinging keto, I don't know what will. He gets me fired up every single time. So phase 1 activity, we all kind of get caught up in feeling like we want to hold everyone's hand every step of the way when we bring them in, and that's really awesome. And I think that's just that's just our hearts. You know what I mean? Like, we want to help people. This is not a business that we come in and we sign people up and then we just make that initial bonus money off of them and then just say good luck and hope the best for them. We kind of feel like a responsibility. We feel like we want to just take them under our wing and do everything for them. And that's great. That means you're a good person and that you want to be helpful. But at the same time, that can really hinder you from continuing to grow, from going out there and spending the time on your own business and continuing to just work it. So what we want you to know is that we're all here to help you guys. So how many of y'all have heard the story or whatever that Michael Rutherford uses where he says, you're a hostess at the restaurant, someone comes in, you don't do everything. You're the hostess. So you're going to get them seated, and then the waitress is going to take over. And then the waitress is going to get your order to the cook, and the cook is going to cook your food. If you order drinks, they're going to send it to the bar. The bartender's going to take care of that. So there's lots of different people who are involved in just your one trip to the restaurant. So when you bring in a new promoter or even a potential promoter, I want you guys to remember that it's not your job to do every single thing, to answer every single question, to tell them each and every single thing that they need to do every single day in order to be successful and have a successful business. That's great that you know it all. That's great that you're confident. If you feel like you're at the place to where you can answer all the questions, or you feel like that you've been doing this long enough that you know exactly what to tell a new promoter, that's awesome. Not to discredit any of you guys, but that's just not going to get your business rolling at the speed that you want it to. So I just want to encourage all of you guys, as you've got people coming in, whether they're just interested in the product or they're interested in the business opportunity, or they come in as a brand new promoter. You've already got them and they're a promoter. You want to always connect them up. So make sure you're getting them connected with your direct upline, your champ upline, and you can even go on up to several champs above you, all the way up. If you've got someone that comes in and you're like, oh my gosh, this person's going to be awesome. They're excited. They have drive. They really want to hit GoPro and Go MVP. I would love for you to shoot me a message and be like, hey, Jessica, this is my new girl, Amy. She is fired up and ready to go. I just wanted to connect you two. And then I'm going to jump in and just say, hey, Amy, I'm here to help answer any questions. Let me know what I can do for you, and just encourage that person. So that way they know that they have other people besides just you that they can go to for questions. probably the majority of you guys actually have other full-time jobs that you're doing. So you do not have time to be doing everything. So I just wanted to be really clear about that. It's okay, and it's really what we want you to do, to use everyone else in your business, just like a relay race, just like Michael Rutherford says. So I see we've got some more people who are hopping on kind of late, so I wanted to go back really quickly. If you didn't get to hear the call today that Michael Rutherford did, please shoot me a message, and I'll get you the link to the call, because it was a really good call. And so if you're on this Zoom, then you're probably serious about this business, and I would love for you to be able to listen to this call either tonight or tomorrow morning, and it will really just get you guys fired up for the end of the month. I've seen lots and lots of crazy things happen every single end of month. So I have no doubt that this will be no different than any other end of month that we've had so far. And I'm just really pumped up and ready. These last few days are overwhelming, exciting, exhausting, but well worth every single little smidge of anxiety that I feel, or any lack of sleep that I have to miss out on. So if y'all have goals to hit, and maybe you're thinking, okay, that goal I set at the beginning of the month is just, I'm just not there yet, or I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not where I thought I would be, or whatever. Do not give up, guys. Do not give up until 11:59 on the very last day of the month. If you have a goal and you want to hit it, you absolutely can. And I've never felt that way before about anything that I've ever done in the past, just because when things were impossible, they truly were kind of impossible. But hear and prove it. You guys know, if you've been here any length of time, it's just insane. Like, you just don't have a clue. So raise your hand if this is your first full month. So this will be the last, or the first end of month. Anybody? Okay, I see a couple people. So y'all get ready. I mean, it's really crazy. So if you, just a couple challenges that I can give you guys for tomorrow and the next couple days following, is to just take every single second that you can, that you're not required to do something else, and put it into your private business. Because I promise you guys that it's going to pay off. You're going to be rewarded more than you ever thought you would, just by spending a little bit of extra time each day. I know, like I said, that you guys have jobs, you have kids. We all have, different things and circumstances. Oh my God, Melissa Lou's in the tub. I can't deal. I'm sorry. We all have different things and circumstances and reasons and excuses and just all these different things going on. But you just have to decide, like, is this what I want? Do I really want this? And how bad do I want it? So every single day when I get up, I know why I'm doing this, and that's for my family, and also for myself, because I want to push myself. I want to see how far I can go. I want to see, just really how awesome I can be, because I have belief in myself. So I posted something on Team Legend today. I don't know if you guys saw it, and I can't even remember what it said now, but it was basically just saying that, you just have to believe that you're awesome. If you don't believe that you're awesome, how can you be? You know what I mean? Like, it all starts with you. So there's a couple things that you have to have belief in, and one is yourself. Like I said, that's number one. Number two is the product, and I'm pretty sure that all of you guys have incredible belief in the product, because how could you not? You know what I mean? It's insane. But also belief in our company, and belief in what it is, community marketing. So I have a huge belief in community marketing. Like, even if it wasn't Prove It, which thank God that it is, because this is just absolutely amazing. But even if it wasn't Prove It, I believe it's just an awesome way for people to change their lives and change their financial situations. So what are we doing, guys? And I'm talking to myself. Why are we not knocking down doors, blowing up phones, and just trying to share this with every single person that we are even remotely connected to? I have dropped the ball so many times. I literally want to bury myself in the backyard, because I'm just like, why didn't I talk to that person? Or why didn't I step outside of my comfort zone whenever who knows where I would be right now had I done that. Just tonight, I was on the phone with a girl from Instagram, and this is something that I never do because I'm a chicken, I guess. I don't know. Someone on my team, my friend Josh, he reached out to this girl. He found her on Instagram. She just has a bunch of followers. She's a makeup artist. Nothing to do with health and fitness. She didn't approach him. I don't even know how he found her. But he sent her a message and asked if he could send her a few samples. He sent her a couple samples of Max. She tried it. She loved it, and she wanted to know more. She was interested in hearing about it. So he didn't call her. He didn't text her. He didn't email her. He said, do you mind if I have my friend Jessica call you? She's been doing this for longer than me, and she can answer your questions better than I can. So number one, that was awesome. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. So I called this girl, had like a 10 or 15-minute conversation, and I think she's going to do it. She's got like 15,000 Instagram followers, maybe even more than that. I can't remember. And she's in real estate. She's in marketing. Like, she just seems perfect. And I thought, why am I not doing that every day? Going out and just looking for people who are influencers. Those are the ones we want. I mean, we want everybody. We want everybody. But if you can find some people who have influence, meaning they know a lot of people, they're like Jake. He's on here. He's an influencer. He is, a nurse, so he has credibility. He talks to every single person. He's super nice and friendly. He does the videos. He has a following. Those are the kind of people that you want to think about. So sit down, and we all know them. We all know them. We're just a little bit too chicken to talk to them and just say, hey, do you mind if I give you a little information? I really think you would be so good at this. What do you think? How easy is that? What are they going to say? They're just going to say, sure, or they're going to say, no, thank you, or they're just going to blow you off and ignore your question. No harm is going to come to any of us from stepping outside of our comfort zones. So let's make that our mission tomorrow or tonight. It's only 8-something. I don't know how late you guys stay up, but everybody think of one person on your chicken list, someone that you have always thought, man, I wish I could get so-and-so on my team. They would be so awesome at this. So raise your hand if you will take my challenge and either tonight or tomorrow, message at least one person on your chicken list. If you can do more than one, that's amazing. But I think that's kind of all that it takes, is just doing it a couple times, and before you know it, you really don't even have a chicken list because you're not scared to talk to anybody. How many of you guys were in, heck, I don't even know where we were, the last Charge event? I think it was in Dallas. I know Lane was there, Jess was there. Okay, Melissa was there. So they had us message people on our chicken list, like while we were sitting there, just on our phones, just try to message people and see what happened. And there were, each time you got someone to at least watch the campfire video, you're supposed to shout out booyah. And so it was crazy. Like all throughout the day, we had people just shouting out booyah, booyah, booyah. But I thought, how cool is that? But why do we have to be challenged? Why did Natalie Kilborn have to challenge us all to do that? Why am I having to challenge you guys and myself to do that? This should just be things that we are doing each and every day. If we're serious about this, if this is what we really want, this is what it takes. So I'm right here with you guys, and I'm challenging myself as well. I know, Kelly, I'm so sorry that you haven't gotten to come to an event. I know you want to so bad, but and I know people have different reasons, but guys, I'm telling you, if you can get to a mixer, if you can get to a mastermind, if you can get to a prove it event, any kind of anything where you can be surrounded by other provers, even if it's just a couple of you guys getting together, it will get you fired up, it will get you inspired, and it just really makes all the difference in your business. So if y'all aren't having little mixers, you've got to start doing them. These big ones are cool, but those aren't mixers. Those are events. You know what I mean? A mixer is just you and a few people sitting around talking and shaking up some keto. That is it. And some of our most successful people on our teams are, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Tell me what you're doing. And they are having mixers. As soon as someone signs up, they say, all right, let's get your mixer scheduled for next week, or let's get your mixer scheduled for this week. Like just ASAP, this huge sense of urgency to get a mixer going. And I'm like, oh, okay, but I mean, I'm not really pushing it. You know what I mean? I always tell everyone, hey, everybody needs to have a mixer. You know, it's great, da 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 da. But when you have a new person coming in, I think the first thing you should do is just be like, okay, this is part of it. This is what we do. Can we get your mixer going? This is going to be your grand opening. This is what you need to do if you want to be successful. And when someone joins your business, especially someone who comes in with, you know, a promoter pack, they are serious. They need direction, and they're more than likely going to be willing to take it. So don't feel like you're being pushy or bossy or anything like that whenever you say, okay, here are the steps that you need to take. You need to make this Facebook post, and you need to get a mixer scheduled in the next few days and watch your business explode. Sorry, I keep reading over the chats. I don't know what Casey's talking about. Oh, the chicken list. Yes, that's what I'm so afraid of, Casey. And all you guys, I don't know if y'all know this story, but Casey knew Jake, and she wanted to talk to him about Prove It. Like, she wanted to present this opportunity to him, and he was on her chicken list, and she didn't do it. And then the next thing you know, he signed up under somebody else, and he's rocking it. But can you even imagine if someone that you knew or someone that you had been thinking about talking to all of a sudden signed up under somebody else and it wasn't you? Like, no, that would just make me sick. But anyway, love you, Casey. I would be super bummed about that too. Does anybody have any specific questions before I ramble on for another 10 minutes? Bless. Love you, Casey. If you want to unmute, you can. If you want to type it in the chat, anything that you want me to go over, I don't mind.
Hey, I have something if you don't care. I don't know if you can see me. I'm driving, so it's kind of dark.
Yeah, go ahead. Is this Crystal?
Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I have a couple of people on my chicken list, and one of them, he's like a really big workout guy in the town that I'm from. And we've had a little bit of interaction on Facebook, nothing too serious, but like a few weeks ago, I noticed he had liked one of my posts on Facebook or whatever. And usually if I make a post and somebody just like likes it instead of comments, then I try to go to their page and sort of return the favor, just to kind of strike up that interaction without it being super awkward. But I think one thing that I struggle with is like, I know this person has kind of been not labeled, I guess, as a naysayer, but comes across as, you know, one of those really big skeptical people. So I don't want to come across too pushy. So it's just like I'm having trouble finding that happy medium, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think if he liked your post and it was about Prove It or Keto, I would feel comfortable messaging him and just being like, hey, how are you? I saw that you had liked one of my posts. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, just keep it simple. And then from there, you'll kind of see how the conversation goes. If he starts right off the bat being negative, I would automatically throw in someone else. So that way, you have a third party. You guys can start sending links. Mike Jake said send them to his Keto Nurse page. Or, yeah, I mean, there's so many.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
They don't necessarily have to be in your direct upline. A lot of people here on this team especially are just so super helpful. So if you have someone like, if I have someone who's in the fitness industry, I try to find someone else in the fitness industry to throw them into a group message with. So that way that kind of helps that third party. If it's someone who's got tons of medical type issue, not issues, but they're like saying that it's ketoacidosis and it's bad and it's going to kill you and all that, I'll get them into a group message with, someone who's a nurse or something like that will help, make you a little bit more credible, because I'm not a nurse. I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about half the time. So if I can get them into a conversation with a nurse, it's like, oh, hey, this is my friend so-and-so. She's a nurse. She's going to help answer your questions. And even though, even the nurses, we can't give medical advice or necessarily answer medical questions. But usually when they hear, oh, you're a nurse, that's all it takes. Or, oh, you're a doctor, that's all it takes. They don't have to ask you those type questions. Jake, you're so awesome. He's literally the nicest person in the world. Um, okay, so Crystal, hopefully that helped answer your question.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any specifics? Are y'all excited?
I'm fired up.
I'm so excited. I'm crazy. I know everybody they don't understand, but it's the most exciting thing in the world to me at the end of the month when everybody's pushing really, really hard to hit their goals and we're just watching it happen. And something
Hashtag team no sleep.
for sure. And something I would recommend, if you have a goal that you're working towards and you haven't shared that with someone else, whether that be your upline or Jess or myself or anybody, just a teammate, just say, hey, here's what I'm working for. Here's how close I am. I've got, such and such days left. Can you please help keep me accountable and just be my support system? Because when you have someone who knows that you're working towards a specific goal, they can check in with you and be like, hey, how's it going? How's it going today? How many people did you get to watch the campfire video? Different stuff like that. But if you keep it to yourself, and I'm really bad about this too, if you keep it to yourself and then you don't hit that goal, it's kind of like you only let yourself down, because nobody else even knew it was a goal. But if you'll write it all over the place, post it on Facebook, post it on y'all's team page, tell your teammates, tell your upline, be like, I'm rank 3 and I'm going to hit rank 3-star, or I'm going to hit rank 4, I'm going to hit rank 5. You don't have to be a champion in order for your goal to be worthy, I guess, of attention. Does that make sense? So if your goal is something as small as, and nothing's small, so let me take that back. If your goal is, I want to get 2 more customers by the end of the month so I can get my product for free, that's your goal. Own that goal, spread it, share it, tell everybody what you're working towards, and I promise you the universe will put that back into your life because you've let it be known. Does that make sense? So whatever your goal is, big or small, I encourage all of you guys to go back, and as soon as we get off this Zoom, Jess, I want you to start a thread on your team page and put what are your goals from now until the end of the month. I want all of y'all to go on there and just comment what it is you're working towards, and let us all just help cheer you on and like celebrate you. We want to celebrate you whenever you hit it. Jenna Meeks is still shooting for 6. So, woo! I know like champ is such a big deal, and I hate to, I don't know. I feel like my focus is always on people who are hitting champ. But I guess because personally for me, when I first came in to prove it, and that was my goal, that was like, I want to hit champ. I can't wait to see, my journey and how long it's going to take. And I can do this. I just knew I could hit champ. And so that was my first big goal. I didn't start small. I didn't start at 2, 3, or 4. I was just like, I'm going to hit champ. I'm going to be a champion. And it's just really the most exciting thing because it's almost like you have like stepped up and said, you know what, I'm serious about this and I'm going to make this happen and I'm going to do the dang thing. So once you hit champion rank 6, it's almost like it validates everything that you have worked towards while you're here, and lets you know that you have so much more to come. Not only that, you get a car bonus, which is pretty freaking awesome. And and you get included on a lot of really cool stuff. We have champion private calls that everyone else, doesn't get the privilege to be on. And we get to, sometimes we'll get to taste stuff before everybody else. They'll send us random little stuff in the mail. Like Prove It just really rewards people for stepping up and being freaking awesome. So this is what I want all of you guys to do, is just say, I'm going to do this. I can do this. I will do this. And just do it. That's it, y'all. That's it. You just have to be consistent and do it. That's it.
Yes. And as soon as this is over, y'all, if you haven't listened to that call from today, listen to it. You'll be fired. Like you won't sleep tonight. You'll be so fired up.
It was a really good call.
It was a good call.
Melissa, don't be discouraged. Everyone has a different journey. Just because someone hits 6 really quick doesn't mean that everybody's going to hit 6 really quick. As long as you're consistent, you're passionate, and you're putting in the effort and the work, it's going to happen for you. It's gonna. Like, there's no way that it's not. The only way that you're going to fail is if you quit. That's it. You're going to be successful no matter what. So just keep your head up, keep flipping rocks. You guys have heard me say it 100 times, but just in case you heard me say it, this is something that got me fired up years ago when I first heard it, was if there's a pile of rocks in your backyard, huge pile of rocks, big old pile, and and somebody said, if there's $1 million rock in there, you just got to go in there and find it. How much time would you spend each day flipping through rocks looking for the one that had $1 million on it? Think about that. I would go out there every single day, every single time I had a free moment, and flip through rocks looking for that $1 million rock, because I know for a fact it's out there. So it's the same thing with this business. There are millions of rocks out there, and you have to flip through them until you find your $1 million rock star. And they're out there, more than one. And it's just up to you, how much time you're willing to put into it, just going out there and looking for them. So, sorry, like I said, if you've heard that, that's just one of my favorite things. Whenever I first heard it, I thought it just really put things into perspective for me. Like, does that make sense? Like,
It's perfect.
they're out there, y'all. They're out there. We just have to, like, talk to people. That's it. It's not even hard. We just have to talk to them. Yeah, green M&Ms. Go out there and find them.
Yeah, I think sometimes we make it hard.
Oh, I know we do. I know I do. For sure. I mean, we just have to realize that this isn't rocket science, that we don't have to complicate things. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to know the comp plan. All you have to do is be willing to be friendly and want to help people, and not be afraid to be told no, because y'all know this is true too. It takes 10 no's to get a yes. So if you're not getting a lot of no's, then you're probably not going to get a lot of yeses, or I know you won't. You know what I mean? So every single day I have people that message me and they're like, oh, I'm getting discouraged. People aren't messaging me back, or no one's signing up to be a promoter, or this, that, and other. And I'm like, that's okay. I have people all the time that tell me no. You just have to grow a little bit of thicker skin. What's Jake saying?
He doesn't know what the green M&M is.
Oh, he just found out what a rhino was too. Jake, get your life together and get on some darn huddle calls.
Hey, let me share something real quick. Let me just tell you this. Jake is on a mission to change lives. Homeboy don't even know how to check his wallet, log in, do anything, but he's killing it because all he cares about is sharing the product with 1 million people. Like, he's not even worried about anything else. Like, that showed me the other day. I'm like, dang, you're doing the thing. You're doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing, and you're being rewarded. You just don't even know how to log into it yet because you're too busy changing lives.
That's so true. And I think that's something that, Michael Rutherford talks about a lot too. He's like, quit worrying about anything except trying to find more people to drink keto. That is it. The rest will come. It will. I mean, don't worry about secret handshakes or magic spells or whatever y'all think you got to do to get people to sign up. You don't. All you have to do is say, this stuff's awesome. Watch this video. You've got to try it. Be confident in what you're saying and what you have, and be excited about it. And that's the magic spell. That's the potion. That's it. And Jake's got it down for sure. Jake, can we just follow you around? Yes or no? Are you in bed with your shirt off?
Am I on here?
Yes, I see you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in bed. I'm waiting on my fat bomb to harden up so I can eat it before I go to sleep. No, I'm here for everybody, man. I want to help everybody, and that's, like I was telling them, Mallory's got to do half of my work for me because I'm literally researching this stuff and reaching out to people, because that's all you got to do. You just got to get them to try it, and that's it. You don't have to say anything else. And there's never been a product in the face of my entire being of nutrition and diets and stuff that literally worked right then. That's why I'm so pumped about it. And not only the fact that it works, but like the science behind it, where it's literally going to change people's lives, and it's gave me purpose to change people's lives. That's like I said in my video today. I'm tired of saving lives. I'm ready to start changing them before they need to be saved. And this product is going to do that for millions of people. So I'm on board. I'm here to stay, and y'all are going to have to put up with me for a long time.
Well, we're excited about it. And listen, what he just said, y'all. So anybody in community marketing, anybody in this type of business, we all have to do the same thing. You have to not be a chicken. You have to reach out to people. You have to want to share what you have and be passionate about it. But the cool thing about it is there is nothing else out there that is changing lives in the way that Prove It is, in the way that keto is. That's just a fact. These people, and I'm not knocking anybody, so if any of you guys sold anything previously or have a family member that does, I'm not knocking it, because like I said earlier, I believe in the platform, I believe in community marketing, but I guarantee you people don't go to bed at night and say, I'm so glad I got that girl to buy that mascara. You know, it's just going to change her life. The same thing with jewelry or clothes or all these different things that everyone's selling. You know, if you're doing it and you're excited and you're making money, congratulations. But we're all here to do what Jake said. We get to help people. We get to change people's lives, literally, and we also get insanely rewarded for doing it. So I'm just fired the freak up, as always, and I hope y'all are too. Jess, is there anything else you want me to talk about?
No, I just wanted to share one thing. Today I sent Mallory a video, like, I was driving, so I sent her a video, like a congratulations video or whatever. And she was in the nail salon. Mallory, are you on? I can't see. I'm on my phone.
Hey,
okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tell her.
Hey, okay.
Tell everybody.
She sent it when I was in the nail place. I was like paying for my nails, but they are on my Facebook anyways, and they don't speak like a bit of English. They barely understand anything I say, but they see my Facebook. And so in a few words, that he uses, I'm like picking up, oh, you're wanting to know about keto. So I let him watch the video and everything. Well, now he's got some for his wife. So I was tickled with that, and then I walk out and I was like, oh, because I know it showed you that I had looked at it, but I hadn't watched your video. And I was like, oh, Jess is going to think I'm ignoring her. But I was about to pee my pants. So I ran to the bathroom, and I was sitting there literally peeing, listening to your video. Okay. And I knew there was people in both stalls, but I don't care. And so you said congratulations, and I was seriously like looking for feet, and they were everywhere. But you said congratulations, I think rank 4 or something like that, and I kind of like, I don't know if I sounded giddy or what, but I walk out and I was just smiling, and there was a lady that had just walked out and she was washing her hands, and she said, well, congratulations. And I was like, oh, you were listening? She said, yeah, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, no, I just got a message and opened it. And she said, well, what is it? And she said, what is rank 4? And I was like, I said, I sell ketones for a company called Prove It. And she said, I've heard about that, but she was confused with the new Insta ketones or something like that. She said, I've just heard bad things about it. And I said, well, I don't know anything about it. And I said, but watch this. And literally stood in the bathroom. She watched the video while I was right there. Then I thought, hey, I should have added her on Facebook and I wouldn't have to be standing in the bathroom. But anyway, she's already texted me. She's already PayPal'd me for a 5-day. And she's pretty much said, hey, if this really works, she said she needed the energy. And of course, everybody can lose a few pounds, but I was like, what in the world? If that wasn't outside my comfort zone, then I don't know what is.
The moral of the story is listen to videos while you're paying, because you never know who's listening.
Yes.
I was about to wet my pants, so I had to.
Yes, and give a heads up. Give a heads up if you're going in the nail salon or somewhere where you got to sit. Be like, hey, shoot me a video. Play it out loud.
I'm going to, because mine is inside Walmart. There's a ton of people. They're always coming in and out of there.
That's an awesome idea. Yeah, there's always a way to get in front of people. You know what I mean? Like me, because I'm a chicken sometimes, I would have been embarrassed. Or, you know what I mean? And instead of listening to that video while I was peeing, I would have waited until I was in my car, listened to it by myself, and there would have been no one there to hear or ask me about what it was. So, Mallory, you have inspired me, not necessarily to share it with people in the
Hey.
back, whatever, you know.
I really didn't even mean to, but it seriously helped me because I was like, where can the most uncomfortable place be other than a Walmart bathroom? Like,
Sure.
I don't want to go there, but it worked. She was nice.
Well, I hope she's your next rock star for sure. If she is,
I do too.
send her this Zoom of us talking about her.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yes.
Okay, so is everybody good? I don't want to keep y'all guys on here all night. We've been on here for about 40 minutes. But remember the challenges. Jessica, I think I saw you writing it down about posting those goals on your team page. So I can't wait I'm going to hop on there and see what all of you guys have to say. But just get crazy, crush out the end of the month, and message at least one person tonight or in the morning on your chicken list and tell me about it. I think Crystal Bradley said she already did hers, so I'm going to do one too. Jake's talking about toilet paper. Okay. All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Jess.
You're welcome.